really proud of the performances we've put in. We continue to push and grow and look at areas where we can improve. Clinching playoffs was goal number 1. Goal number 2 is obviously the Shield, and goal number 3 is going to be a playoff. So we're tracking well, but there's work to be done.
What kind of work specifically?
The principles we've been working on all season, on the ball, off the ball. There are definitely moments where I feel like we get a bit stretched, but that happens when we've got front-footed work happening. But yeah, it's little tweaks now that we know will make a big difference.
How has this whole season been for you than your first year?
I feel very fortunate to walk into an environment like they have here in Portland for the Thorns, where we have these facilities, I get these players, but I also get a world-class staff.
So what's been the best part?
Just meeting this team. I think it's a special group, and I've talked about it. You know, our oldest players in late 30s and our youngest players in our late teens. That's not easy to integrate different age groups, different personalities, and the way that they've come together and stuck together through some adversity as well. It hasn't been a perfect season. We've had rough games, we've had great games, but through it all, they always come back to themselves, the group, the team, and it's been so much fun to be a part of that.
What's been the biggest challenge? I mean, like you said, there's ups and downs in every team. What's been the biggest hurdle?
I mean, the biggest hurdle is how much talent we do have. Our players work extremely hard. The players that get on the field, and I hear things like, she's been a revelation, or she's come out of nowhere. It's not true. They've actually been here, like, working so hard behind the scenes last year, maybe not dressing and then coming straight into starting lineups. That is a challenge. It's making sure that everyone feels a part of this team, especially when minutes are more limited at the end of the year, when we're not getting maybe as much rotation, even though I do think people would say our biggest strength is how much we do rotate. We've got more depth than we even show. It is what a great problem to have.
So how do you deal with something like that? Is it like when someone isn't getting minutes, do you like pull them aside, say, hey, this is what's happening, or is it kind of just, they just kind of let you handle it?
No, I do my best to try and communicate as clearly as possible. They're obviously not happy, they're upset, but that's what I mean about a close team. They have their moments where they need to be angry or frustrated, and if they weren't, there'd be a problem. This is a top team in the world. All these players expect to play, and when I tell them they're not or not dressing, that takes a second, and how they process it and how they come back to that professionalism, that team first piece is one of the major reasons we've had so much success. Is they stick together, and they know it's not anyone else on the team, it's the coaching staff, and they'll come and ask questions, and then they move on, and that takes a lot of maturity and a lot of professionalism, and that's what I see here.